Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I saw that Boeing has their earnings call, and I also listened to their presentation, and I think it may be a good time to share with you guys a few thoughts about Boeing stock and whether it's a good time to buy right now. So yeah, let's get started. So the first time I know this stock is recommended by my friend earlier this year. He recommended that because of the accident last year, the stock dropped a lot, so it's a good time to buy. So then I did some research about the company, like what the company does and their product line, and also their financial status. So now I'm gonna talk one by one in the following. So the first one is their product. Their product have three parts. The first one is commercial airlines, the second is defense and space security, and the third one is global service. So their first part, commercial airline, has more than 41% of their total revenue, while defense and space securities account for 33%. And global service account for the rest of the percentage. And their business is both like in US and across the world. Their US business accounts for like 50% of the revenue, and others is in the global market. And the stock is, I think another advantage is they pay dividends, which is like $2 per share, which is a pretty high dividend yield. And so this company is very stable, I'd say, because it has already established for more than 100 years, and it's become the dominant place in US. Actually, this is the only aircraft manufacturer in US, and their competitor is Aircraft, which is it's called Airbus, which is another aircraft manufacturer in Europe. And so recently, because of a pandemic, their business is heavily impacted because now people are unable to travel. So since no one is gonna like book an air flight, so a lot of their orders is dropped from other like airline companies. So since they have their earnings today released, so I'm gonna look at their reports to find out more details. So usually I will go to like filings to see, like today they have the 10K report, 10Q report. So I just download it here, and so here there's the most recent data about their last quarters. So the first thing I'm very interested is their liquidity, because a lot of people are asking questions whether the company is still liquid to survive this year. So here we can see in this diagram that it's by the end of the quarter in 2020, the cash and cash equivalent at the end of the period is 15 billion. And then I also look at their like the operation cash flow, which means the money needed in order to maintain their business, because we know that in airline business, it's if like no one is taking the flight, they are still burning money because the flights need like maintenance and need people working on it for build the plane. So even though there's no one like takes the flight, or few people taking the flight nowadays, they are still burning like 4.3 billion cash in Q1. And given the fact that currently they have 15 billion cash on hand, so that would support them at least to surpass this year. So at least in 2020, there's low risk of the company to go bankruptcy. So the investors can like feel safer this year. And so what about the future of the company and whether the company will be growing? So after listening to the presentation today, the CEO mentioned that the business has been recovering from the pandemic, and they expect like in 2021 they will generate positive cash flow and like continue their growth. So as you can see in their presentation, there's a chart is like this. It's heavily infected by the recent like coronavirus thing, and but they do have the liquidity to go on, and even though they are lack of liquidity, because they also support like NASA and some airplane used by the government. I believe U.S. government will support the company and even bail out the company if there's some bankruptcy risk. So currently today's stock price is around 130 to 140. So you guys may wonder whether it's a good time to buy. So I would say like according to the management speech today, I would say it would take like at least 1 to 2 years for the tourist business and for the like flight industry to recover. So if you are a short to mid-term investor, maybe it will have the risk, but I feel like rewards always comes with the risk. Like if the risk is high, your rewarding will be also high. So currently I'm have some shares of Boeing, and because the price already dropped a lot, so I will not add my position at this point unless it dropped below 100. Then I'm thinking about maybe add some positions, because it's like to buy something with a discount, which is a good timing. But other than that, I have a patience and I'm confident to the company, and I think it will bring back the reward in the coming future. Yeah, so that's what my thoughts about like combined with today's earnings meeting, as well as some fundamental data I saw. Yeah. And also one thing I found out, like since the company become public, the stock price has been going up during the past 20 years. No matter where there's a financial crisis, there's an influenza, or there's a certain incident that will affect the economy. And I also truly believe the trend of globalization, and nowadays the world is connected and people will always need to take the flight to go to some other places. So I think this industry will be a very important one and will be a necessary one in people's life in the future. So yeah, that's all what I want to share today. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!